Hi, it's real-time watercolor painting. We got a couple paintings going with this thing, which is that, which is also, that's a picture of it, whatever. Not going great. We decided we're going to do this tomato. The last two live streams were that tomato, because we got this book, cold press watercolor. We did this out in the park today, if anyone was there for that. That was a lot of fun and educational about difficulty painting from life outside. Anyway, I thought I'd work on this thing a little bit more. I happened to find this tiny brush, and there's this little feature here, which is like this little brown thing. I don't even know what that is, but I think we could probably depict that and using the small brush. So I think we're just going to jump right on that. I don't know if this is going to really work out, the small brush. We'll see. And I guess we're just going to use I got this sort of light brown here, and here's my handy dandy tester. And so that is a pretty fine line, not really super fine. Well, that's kind of fine. Let's just see if we can hit that. And let's see here. Okay. No one knows what that is, but we have effectively got it on there. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to jump into a larger brush and see if I can get some rosy reds. Let's see if we can go, redder. The redder the better when it comes to getting this tomato. That looks good. Go here. That looked good a minute ago, but I don't know if that looks good now. And how about we spoke in the last video about how we do not want the same color to outline. That looks terrible. Shucks. Looks pretty bad. So we got that shadow. Let's see if we can get that shadow. Okay, that looks good. I'll try to come down here also. Okay, now I'm going to see about a very mild version of that red right here. Just to get rid of that white. And we should get rid of that white also while we're at it. We still got that white there, but that's a good white to have. Can we, let's see if we can just blend this a little bit more. And I don't really like this sharp edge right there, so I'm gonna take a damp brush and just kind of go on this and see if we can make that edge softer. And then let's continue this color up here so it doesn't mysteriously end right at that leaf, and that looks okay, not great. I think we need to get some more yellow happening. Got my big yellow leaning palette. Oh yeah, this is the I ordered more of this paint. It's all that I have left. Hey, Animation D, Raw, and Nathaniel. And Giggy Frog, hey, thanks a lot for coming by. We really appreciate it. Yes, now there's a better internet. Were you there when I was at the park? Well, what a unfortunate experience that was. So I'm gonna try to just change this tone up here because we just got a little carried away with the red. So I'm trying to bring it back into a. Here, it's gonna come down here too, and oh, I don't know. Let's see about just get rid of some of this here. They're looking pretty bad suddenly. Maybe we should take a break and do, well, anyway, I'm just going to get a little highlight right here because this large area of almost a single tone is all looking kind of bad. So let's see if we can just sort of pull some of that out. And that's definitely an improvement, not really a solid one, but anyway, why don't we see about, I don't know what we're doing with this shadow here. Time to examine the single light source and, you know, okay, we saw, let's see if we can just, so it's kind of like, freshen up this shadow. You know, it's been like that since the inception of this attempt. So I see a highlight in this shadow there. I don't know if it's here. If there's a highlight there, it's pretty slight. So anyway, I'm going to go warm up this gray just for right up here, and because we want the front of the shadow to say, hi, I'm closer to the viewer than back there. And that might have worked. And now let's try to just soften the edge of that thing. And that definitely just got soft. Okay, and now let's try to soften this edge to a nice fuzzy softness. And that looks nice and fuzzy, but now we need to get into this also. And that's nice. And now let's have this mysterious highlight right there. Okay, that looks good. And let's bring this up a little more so it's a little more subtle. And I don't know if that's great. I guess it's not too bad. And now I'm going to go same gray, lean into blue. And that's probably a little too literal, but we'll see. And that's good. Now I want to go up here and make this a nice soft edge. I'm trying to pretend we're that shadow, I guess. And here, I don't really like that anymore. I'm just gonna see about. That looks pretty dumb. Okay. That also looks bad. Okay, it's getting fuzzy, so that's good. And I'm gonna get some. Sort of covering up the red, but is hopefully it's gonna stay there in a subtle fashion. Oh wow, 4 thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. That's fantastic. Wow. Okay, we gotta get into the meat of the real-time watercolor painting here because, you know, this disaster really needs some attention. All right, I'm just gonna come down here now and just see about, I don't know what, get a little bit wild over here. Okay, that's coming along just fine. Simple thing that brings. Oh, I missed that comment. Oh well. So thank you very much for 4 thumbs up. That's for sure. Now let's jump into this, which is also, where is that picture here? That's the picture in case the pear gets rotten before we finish, but the colors in the picture don't look that great, but, or accurate, but anyway, where were we? I don't know. I think we were trying to cover more ground. We had been working on that. The last thing we did on here was try to get a highlight here because that's helpful in, you know, trying to get the metallic thing. I wonder if I still have the other painting where we painted that. Oh, I don't know what happened to that painting. Oh, there it is. That's the last time we painted the metallic handle, and so now we have this position right here, and that's what that's supposed to be. I don't know if we're gonna get there. Why don't we try to fill in these white spaces with whatever should be there, which actually is yellow, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling yellow there. Why don't we just try to go metallic there? See about just, let's see if we can just go here, make a, yeah, and this is technically yellow according to the reference, but I think we're just gonna do a little poetic license here and say we are part of the metallic object. And this looks terrible, but we're gonna fix that after. And there's a shadow here. We can go with that shadow. And let's blend this shadow a little bit more just because it's a little bit too obnoxious, just that solid blue. See if we come here. Now I'm gonna try to pull out some of this up here. So we have kind of a dark on the left and light on the right. Okay, and I think we would like to probably take a little of this off right there too. Why not? Okay, now we're talking, and let's go for a little bit more detail on the pear right there. Where's that yellow? Here it is. So I ordered this color right here that is running out, and it was the order got delayed. Oh, bye, Giggy, Geiga, and I appreciate that compliment. Sorry you weren't here to hear my expression of gratitude. All right, so well, why don't we just see about some yellow right here? Good. And let's see about some right up here also. This is a really strong case of why the heck did I start painting this particular subject, because A, it's not really coming out good. B, we never thought it was going to come out good. And C, I don't know if the more we work on it, if it's going to come out better or not. We'll find out, I guess. All right, well, that's helping a little bit. Having said all that, I don't want to get the same color everywhere, but that is a pretty strong, a strong positive, what we just did there. See if we go here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then what is happening down here? I want to get the, let's put the cadmium yellow light down here. Let's see that. Okay, and a little bit here, why not? And we'll see about just having a little bit of brown right there and a little bit right here. So get these stems painted in, then that'll probably help us a lot with this issue we're having with the thing looking like heck. We'll get a little green in there just to make it pop, and why not put some right there? Sure, looks good. That doesn't look so good, but that helped. Now let's see about this alleged metallic object. Okay. Let's try to get a hairline right here. Let's see. Probably should be using a smaller brush for that particular attempt. Here, I'm going to go right here also. And this we sort of have. I'm going to go make this a little rounder. That's good. Just leave it there as a puddle. Let's try up here. Let's see if I can take this small brush and pull this into a really sharp point. Not really pulling into a sharp point. And I think a very fine line right here is going to be good. We get the line, you know, leaving the yellow, then the yellow is going to look like a reflection on the metallic object. So let's see. At least that's the hope. All right, well, that kind of looks like, with a little imagination, you could say, hello, I'm a metallic thing coming into whatever you call that. What do you call that? Emerging, something like that. All right, I want to see about come right here. I think this color is maybe called lunar blue. Okay, I don't know about that. That sure is a nice fine line. Okay, now sometimes in the world of wannabe metallic objects, it's good to have a big fat sort of like a highlight. Let's just try it one right there, see what happens. and even go all the way up to there. And that definitely helped, I would say. And try even get a little bit higher on that. I would guess that looks kind of metallic. It says add a Q&A sticker. Does anybody think I should add a Q&A sticker? I don't know what that's. Hey, Sunrise, hello. Thank you very much for that compliment, and I appreciate you showing up today and in our real-time watercolor painting adventure here. All right, I want to see, this is sort of white, but I'm going to see about, I don't know, just a hint of blue in here. Let's see if we can just come there. Okay, that's good, but, and I don't want to hit this black. It's not really black, it's like a Payne's gray. I don't want to hit that because we're going to get an unpleasant bleed. Here I got cobalt blue, which I should mix. I'm going to mix cobalt blue with just a hint of gray, and I want to come down here and see if we can get a thing. That looks good. And now I'm going to do the same thing, cobalt blue, hint of gray. And I want to come over here and build up this alleged metallic object here. And that looks okay. And then this, see if we can come in here and tint in here, because what we got there is, kind of a triangle that goes like up there. But there's a highlight a little bit right there. So I'm just trying to, well, basically I'm trying to paint in a detail here that will, when we're all done with all these details, like this, I think that's really going to lend itself very well to our interest in making this look like a metallic object. And here I got to remove this, and let's see about that other thing, meaning this area right here. That could definitely use our new power blue that we have working, maybe like right here, I think all blue. And that's a good like edge right there. Down here we want to come around, and then there is this orange reflection. That looks fantastic right there, I tell you. I think that's going to be a big benefit, this little area right here. If only this whole painting can come out looking as good as that. Wow. Ta-da, look at that. All right. Anyway, once this gets a little bit dry, I want to do like a parallel right there. Maybe we can do it now, I don't know. Okay, we did it. Make it more of a, okay, that looks good. And then I don't know if we should wait, but if we could get a little bit of, well, actually this is off the page right there, but I would like to see a highlight right here. And I don't know if that's coming. And what is this yellow line there? I don't know, maybe that was one of our earlier lines. But we're really making progress here. Oh, nobody came anymore. I mean, everybody left. Anyway, really making some progress on this. I mean, it's weird, skewed, just like this one, but it looks just as metallic, and I'm pretty happy with that. 24 minutes. Hey, 5 thumbs up. Thanks so much, everybody. 5 thumbs up. That's amazing. That's really great. All right, here, let's try to hit this with a little bit of green-brown, or brown leading green. So, gonna go out on a limb and use the yellow palette, which I really would rather just reserve for yellow, and especially steer clear of green. And having said that, we're gonna see about mixing up the green. Now I'm gonna come back to this palette. That's mostly a Primatech palette here, and we had a green going over here, and that looks good. Let's add a little brown because we're trying to do this stem right here. And okay, let's see. Oh, that looks like a great color for this stem. Let's check it out. Ready? I hope that's not wet over here. Let's just gonna hit it right there. Okay. Is that good? Probably not that great. Let's see. I'm also gonna hit this and see if we can, we just had that dark dot there is like a marker, but oh, that's much better. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, now we're talking. See if we can come up here. And in reality, the background is darker than this area we're painting, right? So, all right, now I lifted that whole thing up. I'm gonna lift this orange thing up also. And then we're gonna have just some subtle colors there. And I seem to have gone a bit overboard, but whatever. And we should probably try to get this, trying to soften everything about this stem. And I think we should probably hit that with a darker background. And it's come to my attention that our ability to depict this in an accurate fashion is thrown into doubt here. I don't know how I managed to get, I was like sitting way up here. No, I don't know. But it could be the cat came by and moved the plate. I don't know. Because I think the plate sort of belongs way up here. Or even more up there. I guess like here. It's very possible that the cat wandered in and said, aha, look, this looks like somebody's focused on this. Let's see if we can kick things around. Just to say, hi, I'm here, I'm the cat. Anyway, we need more boldness in this, so I got a surefire idea, which is this this color here is called rust, which is almost fluorescent. I'll mix it with this greenness here, and I don't know what the heck, how to describe this color, but I'm going to take a little bit of this orange right there, and this, hopefully we can become more bold right in this pear, because the pear is just faded into this whole thing. So let's see what happens there. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's coming out. It's reaching out to the viewership, saying, hello, I'm here. Look at me. I'm the center of this, the center of attention. And I guess we should try to connect this up here also. All right, that's getting a little better now. Let's see. And then we definitely want to put in those browns. And I don't know if that pear always looked like that. I think referring to our original picture, it was in pretty good shape, that pear. Now it's been several days. I can't remember when we started this painting. Oh, hi, Raul. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate your stopping in and leaving a comment. They don't have a translator on the live stream. Hey, 5 thumbs up. Thanks so much, everybody. Wow, that's pretty exciting. Okay. This whole background is horrible. I think we want to get into a cool blue in the background. So why don't we just jump on that, because maybe that'll really help everything out here. So I'm gonna go with this cobalt blue because I really don't really like that ultramarine blue that much. And let's just see if I can get this brush off there. Okay. All right. And what are we gonna mix that blue with? I don't know. Something to get close to black, but we don't want to use black. So let's see. This one here is a Primatech thing that's kind of like burnt umber, not really. Looks pretty good. So, you know, we don't really want to be competing with this color here, but definitely want to, we definitely need something up here to how we are going to get a diffusion is a good question, but oh, that's actually turned here, and this, I had a beautiful mop brush, but it's temporarily lost. I don't remember where the heck it went, and that would be a good thing to have right here. And this is coming out really pretty horrible, but let's just keep trying. This little halo we have up here is trying to get rid of that halo. It's okay to leave these little squiggles, I think, of the old color. That looks horrible. 6 thumbs up. Thanks so much, everybody. That's wonderful. Thank you. Really appreciate it. That is just... Let's see if I can just knock some of that out. Alright. Looks like pretty silly, but better than it used to. I'm going to try to get this a better edge. This line here looks pretty horrible, but let's see if we can't just diffuse it more. All right, and now I'm just gonna see about making this a little bit more of a... That looks really bad too. But, you know, we're trying to achieve a dark background around that stem, and we kind of achieved it. I don't know if we did that great of a job, but Maybe when that dries, we can do it better. You know, when we were painting, this one and even this one, I was really like, let's get a background that's not this and not that. And look, here we are back again with this iffy background that is, weird to attempt to depict. I don't know if we can get some of that out. Not really. Well, I guess that looks more consistent anyway. All right, well, that looks horrible, but maybe another layer later, we will be able to be go. Wow, 8 thumbs up! Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Wow, that is great. I sure appreciate that. Okay, let's try to get more richness and depth right here, and to do that, we got this color here, which I forgot what they call it. Let me see. Yeah, well, that's kind of like a. Oh, what the heck that was. And then here is one that's similar to burnt umber, but they called it primatek, meaning that it was made with some kind of ground up rocks, whatever that means. And it's sort of like burnt umber. And burnt umber is a color I really like, but I seem to be missing all over. I just got oil paint burnt umber and raw umber, and that was like 2 weeks ago, with a strong yen to do some oil painting. And but I have not yet done it. I'm still glued to the watercolors over here for some reason. And let's try to add some like this weird brown, which is similar to Van Dyke brown, but they call it something else. And that's trying to look good for that plate, sort of. Go a little bit darker though. Yeah, that's about right. All right. Let's see if we can get in this plate and say, hi, we're the plate and we're darker and richer. Okay, good. I see we are suddenly being more bold and loose. And I'm just going to see if we take some of that out and I sort of want to go up here now. And let's see if we just take a little of that out. That looks good. And now we want to sort of cover that blue. We put the blue there to be a subtle hint about this highlight and shadow, but now we're trying to make it even more subtle by painting over it. And that's good. And this, we sort of want to clean up this edge. And this is probably the wrong time to do this, but we sort of want to have this little thing there. Let's see if we can put that thing. In a way, this is looking pretty fantastic, but I'm not 100% sure that my my observation about it looking fantastic is really based in reality. But it seems on the surface to be looking really bringing it all together. This broken plate. When I started painting this painting, I had no, sometimes you start a painting, you got a clear vision of what's going to be good about it. And when I started this, I thought nothing really is going to be good about it. But this plate is suddenly looking pretty darn good, if you ask me. It could be a hallucination, I don't know. And yeah, we really want to get that shadow, very subtle shadow on the bottom. 8 thumbs up. Wow, that's really great. Thanks so much, everybody. So this critical juncture here. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Okay. Okay, yes, and down here. Holy cow. I don't know if it's my imagination or if that, where is it? Anyway, let's see if I can put the, whoops. Just seems to be looking too good, too darn good. Thanks everybody who came by, and wow, 8 thumbs up. That's really fantastic. Super appreciate it. I just did this, painted on this, plate, allegedly this plate, paint from life, broken plate. And wow, I thought that one just came out marvelous. Appreciate the 8 thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. And oh, don't forget, where is our little tomato guy? I don't know what happened to the tomato. Because, we need a quick review of everything we just did, which I guess I lost the tomato. Anyway, we painted the tomato, but it seems to have gone missing in action. All right, well, I'm going to take a break. 42 minutes, what do you know? I super appreciate everybody who came by tonight and and wow, we really hit it on that plate. Unbelievable. Okay, bye now. See you next time.